what is up, Crockxen clan members, Poke fans, and others who will some on this video. SoresanCrockxen here with a little update for Sun and Moon that we got a new trailer today. Link will be in the description where you guys can watch it. I still am not at any way excited for these games. They're actually, like the only cool thing about this trailer was the fact that we got confirmed that there's multiple islands. From what we saw, there's 4 islands that we can travel to. I guess, the other thing, like, Okay, I just have to go in order. So we got confirmation. The sun legendary Solgaleo is Psychic Steel, which is the whole. I mean, I guess I could give you Psychic. I guess, but Steel just doesn't fit. Not only that, its ability is basically Clear Body, so it's worthless. Also, Knockoff says hello. Its signature move, which is called Sunsteel Strike, right? It looks like freaking a giant beam of lava and magma, and I'm supposed to believe it's a steel type move. No, I just can't. It just doesn't. It looks literally like he's shooting the fucking sun, so I can't see it as a freaking steel type move. It just doesn't fit. So this is why a lot of people are expecting this thing to be a fire type, because it looks like a fucking fire type. But no, it's Psychic Steel. And then Lunala, right? So Lunala is the legendary for Sun or for Moon. Shadow Shield and Stability. I'm gonna assume it does the same thing as the other ability, which is like Full Metal, whatever the fuck. And it's just gonna be another thing where it can't, like, they didn't really show it in the trailer. It's a Psychic Ghost type. Or they didn't show what the ability does. I'm gonna assume because it's called Shadow Shield, it's gonna have to do something with either its stats or its ability to not get status or something. I don't know. It's still a worthless ability. And again, Knockoff says hello. So these things are pretty much... These 2 legendaries are ass. I don't care how good their stats are. The fact that they're both weak to the same fucking move, and it was a move that was buffed in last gen, it's kind of sad. It really is. Although the move it has kind of looks cool, Moon Guy's Beam, I'm going to assume it's a ghost type move because it completely obliterated a fucking Gengar. I know it could be Psychic because, you know, Gengar is a poison type, but it sounds more like a ghost type move. And I guess like that's the only one that looks kind of cool. Like, I actually like the way that move looks. So far, like, these, at least in terms of like signature moves, I kind of like Lunala's a little bit more. And then they showed, like, you know, Alola region. So like I said, 4 islands, and then like 2 like mini little islands in there. And then we see some trailers of the characters walking. Yeah, and that wasn't bad. And then obviously the character art models were shown. The fact that we do have the 4 options between the 2 trainer classes, you know, the female and the male. And then we meet the professors, right? We meet the professor, Professor Kukui. It wasn't actually the big fat guy. I'm now even more interested to know who the fuck that guy is then, because he's the one that's giving us our starters. And so Professor Kukui is actually the guy behind him, which is the big guy with the coat and the hat and the glasses and all that. We get introduced to a new character. Her name is Lily. And according to this, she's the professor's mysterious assistant. I don't know what that means. I don't know if she's going to be part of the bad guys. She hasn't seen anything. And then we meet our rival. So our rival's name is How do you say that? Howie. I don't know. But he's our rival. We got a name. And so that's pretty cool. And this is the last thing I do want to mention. Because this was kind of interesting. But after they kind of explained it, it kind of scares me. It really scares me. So we got a new Pokedex introduced. Right? We got a new Pokedex introduced. Which is basically Rotom. It's a Rotom Pokedex. The premise sounds cool. But according to what I was reading, it basically tells you everything. It tells you where it's going to go, or where you have to go according to, you know, conversations that you have around the islands. So it's basically guiding you everywhere you need to go. It's going to hold your fucking hand. That automatically, for me personally, I'm already disliking these games. Just from that fact alone. I don't know if a lot of people have noticed this, because I've been seeing stuff about, oh, people are hating and blah, blah, blah. They're not giving it a chance. You should be hyped. This is serious business right now. This game is basically going to hold your hand the entire fucking way. That is not what we need in a Pokemon game. I know that Pokemon right now, the Game Freak and all that shit, they're trying to go towards like the niche audience, right? The new kids, the new generation. But for fuck's sakes, you still have your older fan base around. You can't be holding our hands anymore. I swear to God, if they don't give us a hard mode in this fucking game, like there's gonna be people upset about this thing. Okay, if people don't, I mean, if people actually paid attention. Listen to the script. I'm actually going to put it on the screen right now so you guys can see it, but I'm going to read to you. It literally says, the Rotom Pokedex is your ally on your journey. I'm going to read the description. It says, the Pokedex is a convenient tool that records information about the Pokemon you see and catch during your adventure. In Pokemon Sun and Moon, your character receives a special Pokedex from Professor Kukui to support you in your travel. It is known as the Rotom Pokedex, and it's inhabited by a Rotom, a Pokemon with the power to reside in various electronic appliances. It does much more than record Pokemon info. It sparkles with its own personality, which is cool. Like I said, it's a cool premise, and I am really interested. I like the idea behind it. But here's what it says. The Rotom Pokedex shows your current location, so it's basically your map, and your next destination, and it also gives you advice on where to go next based on the conversations you have with others. And it's likely to be of great help to you in many parts of your adventure. It's basically the map from Dora the Explorer. I'm sorry to give that. It's literally telling you where you have to go next. Why? Why? First of all, Pokemon games are usually linear in some way, shape, or form, regardless. But now you have a device that not only functions as a map, but it literally tells you, hey, this is where you have to go next. Can you imagine when you finally meet the villain team, and they're gonna be in one specific area, and literally your freaking Rotom Pokedex pops up and says, "Hey, you can't go that way because you need to go this way for your next." Really, really, that's some serious hand holding if I've ever seen it. So right now, I don't know. These games just do not appeal to me. They actually don't appeal to me. It's very sad and annoying, and I'm just disappointed right now. Like the only cool thing about this whole thing is I guess the fact that we got confirmation there's multiple islands, and maybe Lunala's signature move. But that's about it. I still think Solgaleo, even though people were bandwagoning about how cool it looked, and it looks better than Lunala and blah blah blah, some Team Sun all the way. It has the most worthless ability and like a stupid type and doesn't even fit the Pokemon. So I don't know. That's it for me. I hope you guys are, I don't know, happy, excited. I don't fucking know. I don't really fucking care. These games right now are not for me. I still am not, excited about them. I'm not going to be excited about them. I'm going to stay like this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts, comments in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm going to leave the trailer in the description. You guys can watch it. And as always, my name is SoresanCrockxen, and I'll see you guys in future videos. Alright, so a small update. I just finished, recording the audio for the first part, and I found out, I was on Twitter, and I decided to check the Pokemon website. I'm going to leave a link in the description for it. And we actually know what Shadow Shield does. I'm leaving that audio in there because I'm not going to, there's no point. I didn't mess up. I didn't know what it was. But I looked it up, and it's basically multi-scale. Literally, the description of the move on the website says it takes less damage when it's at full HP. So it's basically multi-scale. What the fuck?